Hello, YouTube. Hello, NFL fans. Hello, Bear fans. Man, I hope my lighting's okay. Alright, Bear fans. I'm going to make several videos because I can't help it. These Bears, this year, 2017 Bears, I'm telling you, they're going undefeated. 17-2, the worst. But let me talk about one stage at a time. I'm going to make a bunch of videos explaining. I got to get in on this, man. They're going to be undefeated. They're going to be fantastic. I'm wearing my Curtis Conway number 80 jersey because he's a wide receiver. This video is talking about wide receivers of the Chicago Bears. All right, people. Now we've had some wide receivers in the past. We've had good wide receivers in the past. I don't think we've ever had truly a great wide receiver like Jerry Rice or Steve Largent, or we haven't really had a great wide receiver in Chicago Bear history because we really never had a great quarterback. Okay, all right, but let me tell you what's going on here. I don't think the NFL has ever had a team with a group of great wide receivers. All right, you could take Drew Brees' 5,000 something odd yards passing. You could take Marino's 5,000-yard passing season. You can take Peyton Manning's 5,000 yard passing season. And if you look at their receivers on these three teams, maybe they had a 1 and a 2, and a tight end and running backs. Okay, that equaled the 5,000 yard plus passing. Now, I'm not saying our quarterback's going to throw for 5,000 yards. I'm not even going there, okay? I don't think our quarterbacks, whoever throws, and I don't care who throws, okay? It could be Conishaw, could be Mark Drabinsky, it could be Mike Lennon, okay? I don't think Sanchez, I don't know. But listen, these wide receivers we have on our team is probably the greatest assembly of group of wide receivers to ever play on the same team at the same time in NFL history. Hear me out now. I don't know who the true number one wide receiver is going to be this year for the Bears. Now you say, how can you say that? Okay, Alshon Jeffrey or Brandon Marshall and stuff was a couple years back. They were the number one. Okay, you can say that. But these guys we got this year. All right, wait a minute. I wrote something down here. All right. You guys remember Marty Booker, right? Of course, Curtis Conway, Marty Booker, Curtis Conway, Willie Gault, James Scott, and Wendell Davis. Okay, you guys remember them, right? You're Bear fans. You remember Wendell Davis, James Scott, Willie Gault, Curtis Conway, Marty Booker. You remember those guys, right? All right. If those guys were number one receiver on the Bears team, imagine all those fellas I just named. Booker, Conway, Gault, Scott, and Davis. Remember those fellas. If you put them all on one team, if you put them on the same Bears team, what would you have? Oh my goodness. Wouldn't you have the greatest set of Bears receivers ever? If all those fellows was on the same team, Bears team at the same time, Marty Booker, Curtis Conway, Willie Gault, James Scott, Wendell Davis, imagine those fellas all on the Bears team at the same time. It wouldn't have mattered who was the quarterback, would it? Because those guys run the right routes, they catch the ball, they run after the catch, and they score touchdowns. All these fellas I just named. Okay? All right, that's what's happening this year, fellas. ladies and gentlemen, that's what's happening this year. The Bears, by luck of chance, okay, they got Kendall Wright from Tennessee because evidently Tennessee spent money elsewhere. They got Marcus Wheaton from Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh spent money elsewhere. Okay, they got Victor Cruz from the Giants that spent money elsewhere. I'm Brandon Marshall, really. Okay. Wait. They got Reuben Randall from the Giants because they spent money elsewhere. Then we got Cameron Meredith toward the middle of the season on. He was great. When Alshon Jeffrey got hurt, Cameron Meredith stepped up. Okay. Then we got Kevin White, our draft pick from a couple years ago. No one truly knows what his potential is. He only played in 3 Bears games. 3. This kid might be the number one. Any of those guys I just named, Cameron Meredith, Reuben Randall, Kendall Wright, Marcus Wheaton, Victor Cruz, any of these guys can be a number one. Any of them. Any of them can be a number 2. I don't think, you know what? I think this Bears group of Victor Cruz, Reuben Randall, Marcus Wheaton, Kendall Wright, Cameron Meredith, and Kevin White, I think they're all number 1s. I think they're all number 2s. I don't see any number 3s. Do you? Listen, this might be the greatest wide receiver group in NFL history. Now, I'm not just trying to blow smoke up your skirt, and I'm not trying to get you real pumped up for the season, but you should be. Because I'm telling you, I told you this a long time ago, the Bears were going undefeated this coming 2017 year. And 14-2 regular season, the worst. The worst. I'm not even beginning, man. I'm just talking about wide receivers right now. I ain't even gotten into running backs, defensive backs, defensive line. I ain't even covered none of that yet. I'm starting with wide receivers. This might be the greatest wide receiver group in NFL history. All these fellas, Victor Cruz, man, you know he's popping in New York. Reuben Randall was the wide receiver that would either go over the middle or go long. Marcus Wheaton was a slant receiver, short little slants, but can score. Kendall Wright was a monster in Tennessee. I had him on my fantasy football thing, and he racked up points for me every single week. Long bombs and touchdowns, and Cameron Meredith, like you said, we saw him last year become of age. Okay, and Kevin White, if he stays healthy, I've seen his college stuff, man. Listen, people. This might be the greatest assembly of wide receivers by chance, by luck, by fate, ever assembled on an NFL team. All these fellows can be a number 1. All of them can be a number 2. None of these fellows have ever been a number 3. Well, actually, Cameron Meredith, I think, was number 3 on our depth chart last year, but he turned out to be a number 1, right? Kevin White's supposed to be a number 1. Kevin White, yeah, Kendall Wright was actually had number 1 stats. Marcus Wheaton was a number 2, but he could be a number 1. Reuben Randall was a number 2, but he could be a number 1. Victor Cruz was a number 2, but he could have been number 1. I'm telling you, we've got the greatest. And I'm even leaving some people out here. Dante Thompson, Daniel Braverman, Titus Davis, Tanner Gentry. I'm leaving these fellas out. They can make the team too. I'm sorry. Something could happen. But Tanner Gentry, Titus Davis, Daniel Braverman, Josh Bellamy. Josh Bellamy shows he dropped some balls, but Josh Bellamy, Man, let me tell you something. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Yeah. You know what it is. This is going to be probably, the Bears have had several great teams. The 85 Bears is one great team. I mean, the Lovie Smith Super Bowl team it was a great team, except Rex Grossman messed that up. Oh, Lovie should have pinched Rex Grossman, put in Orton in that Super Bowl. We'd have won. We'd have beat the Colts. Peyton Manning wouldn't have had nothing. Anyway, I'm sorry. But this might be one of the greatest Bears teams. Top five, easy. This is a no-brainer. This might be who knows? This might be the greatest Bears team ever. It might be better than the 85 Bears. It might have been better than the 34 undefeated Bears. I mean, it might be. This might be the greatest Bears team ever. I'm going to get into running backs tomorrow. I'm going to do another video tomorrow about running backs and quarterbacks. I'm going to mix the running backs and quarterbacks together because they work together anyway, hand in hand. Okay? But I'm telling you, man, listen to this. Victor Cruz, Reuben Randall, Marcus Wheaton, Kendall Wright, Cameron Meredith, Kevin White. I mean, wow. This might be the greatest group of wide receivers. Okay, now what is the defense going to do? When you've got all these wide receivers with all this talent and the ability to go all the way and score, what are these defenses going to do to stop all these great wide receivers? How in the world is any defense? What are they going to do? Usually, you got one good defensive back or a safety that takes on the number one receiver, right? What are these defenses going to do when all these talented wide receivers spray all over the field? This defense, any defense, Atlanta's defense, Pittsburgh's defense, Tampa Bay's defense, Green Bay Packers defense, what are they going to do when all this talent is spread out all over the field, wanting the ball to score? Okay? Wow. We just got to have a quarterback, no matter which one, that can recognize the open receiver and throw the ball and let him score. Score. We are, man, this might be an offensive explosion, okay? With the running backs we got and the wide receivers we got. Look at there. I did the doggone Donald Trump thing. But I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. But I mean, he's cool though. But listen, this might be the greatest wide receiver group in NFL history. Forget the Marx Brothers of Miami. Oh man, I'm telling you, we are going to be the talk of the town. My kind of town, Chicago is. ESPN, everybody's going to be wanting to get on the bandwagon, and you know what? We ought not let them on the bandwagon. We ought to say, no. You weren't on the bandwagon from the beginning. But listen, you Bear fans, you get on the bandwagon. Because I'm telling you, this is going to be, I've been saying it for months, this is going to be the greatest Bear season probably of the last, I don't know, 10 years. This team's going to be better than the Lovie Smith Super Bowl team. I'm telling you. These guys, this team might be better than the 85 Bears. All around. I'm telling you. I'm not cutting down Jim McMahon and Walter Payton or our great D. I'm not cutting them down at all. It's just that with the rules nowadays where you can't touch wide receivers and you can't hit the quarterback and all that, the wide receivers now and the quarterbacks have an advantage. And we might I took up 15 minutes of your time. Just get pumped up, people, because these wide receivers package here, the group, is going to be outstanding. And I can't wait. I can't wait. You're going to love it. The 2017 Chicago Bears. All right, people. Bye. It's only begun. I'm telling you, the next video I do, I'm gonna do quarterbacks and running backs. You guys are gonna love it. Go Bears! Bear down, Chicago Bears! Yeah, we've been waiting a long time for this, people. We've been waiting a long time for this. It's about time we get pumped up and we get ready for a great Super Bowl season. No more shame, no more sadness, no more depression. These 2017 Bears are for real. For real. I'm telling you. Enjoy it. Because this is going to be unbelievable. I don't care who the quarterback is. These wide receivers, hell, the running backs can throw the ball to the wide receivers. I don't care who gets it. These receivers want the ball. All these receivers I just named, they all want the opportunity to be number one or number two. They've been dissed by their old team, let go, pushed away, and they're in the dog shelter. And they got adopted by the Chicago Bears. And they're not going to be put down. They're gonna have their chew bones. They're gonna eat their dog food, and they're gonna love it because I tell you what, they're gonna be Chicago Bears dogs. I'm telling you guys, people, you're gonna love it. I've talked 16 minutes on it. Man, time goes by when you're having fun. All right, I gotta go. I need my husband. Bye. Man, NFL, I love it. Chicago Bears, bear down, Chicago Bears. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be outstanding. And I'm a nut, and I can't help it. And you guys just gonna have to get on the bandwagon and giddy up, giddy up. Oh wow, you people are gonna be so proud of these Bears. I'm telling you. Pace, Fox, go Bears.